Hello there, MaxQ here, and today we are going to be watching the Deadlock review. It's a team game by Max0r. Oh, I've seen a little bit of Max0r stuff, and oh my goodness, he is dang near psychopathic with some of the edits he can do. I can't believe how consistently insane he can go with all those. So I can't help but wonder what is going to be going on with this one, considering the thumbnail of this particular video is a bit nuts. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started here. Original video will be linked in the description. If you enjoy, please leave a like. If you have anything else you'd like me to react to, please leave some comments. And please do subscribe and help me build my community. Let's get it on!
Hello everybody, it is me, Makes McBad Videos here. The YouTube algorithm has made its opinions known. High quality, highly edited content with a myriad of explanatory context is not what the people of this website demand. And I have been...
Ain't that the truth? I will say, I do know what Deadlock is. I believe it is supposed to be a hero shooter that got made up by Steam. That's basically in the works and it's like in the beta phase, early access phase, where everybody can get in. Or is it a closed one? Either way, I wasn't that interested because I played too much Overwatch and TF2 and things, and so hero shooters just kind of really bore me out. So I haven't even touched Marvel or Dis or a lot of things, honestly, and don't even get me started on that high guard slop. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue with this.
Graciously informed via the magic of Google's Gemini AI that my videos would perform better if I released them within a 4-month time span, while covering such
I mean, it's usually his prerogative on that. Or, what's the word only more? His MO.
Informative topics as AI videos of old women with boulders killing everyone on Chinese glass bridges.
Oh dear God, AI is insane.
Unfortunately, I cannot make slop content because I'm too busy creating garbage. The Deadlock logo being here is a coincidence. Therefore,
the only thing that is a difference between garbage and quality is time.
I will be making a video that takes even more effort than the previous ones, suffers from even longer delays, and is comprised of 9 consecutive mental breakdowns. Then, when the video does not hit hard enough to get me on Beast Games, I will be making up the difference with my Patreon and by selling the viewer Gamer Sups energy drinks. There is no gun pointed at my head, whereby following the link in the description.
Yeah, sure, no guns pointed at his head. He is totally not being forced to advertise all this gamer subs.
Said viewer can access energy at 40 cents per serving, comprised of delicious flavors such as graveyard dirt, lean, and plowed and proud.
I'm just curious when the word— oh, bloody black. Be gone and skip!
While, of course, coping with my myriad of mental crises by becoming addicted to the only game that matters anymore. Deadlock is a MOBA. It's a shooter. It's a movement shooter. It's a bing-gong. It's on Tubi. You have to apply for this position.
I'm sorry, what in the— I don't even know what he's talking about now. I think he's just making some stuff up.
On Snagjob, or you will fucking starve to death.
What?
All of these terms technically apply to the software that you are currently viewing, and all of them are completely meaningless. But if I were to try and describe the concept of Deadlock to you, I would say that this is the game that one-shot my amygdala and hit my neurodivergent friend group like crack in the 80s. These people are employed and actively neglected their marriages for this. So after experiencing this sanitarium disguised as ones and zeros for a couple hundred
Great, there's apparently a slime champion.
games, I am now
I'm gonna wind up calling these guys champions. I play too much League lately.
beginning to understand why. And hopefully by
That's a lot of turds!
the end of this video, so will you. But first, there are some complications and qualifications that come with the territory. Deadlock is a game that
I'm guessing he has edited every single one of these little bars of text there, and that's gotta have been a lot.
is, as of the writing of this video,
We've only been in 2 minutes of it, and there's been like, I don't know, like 20 sets of those scenes.
in early playtesting. In fact, like a vampire, you literally can't even enter the game right now unless a friend invites you in. Realistically,
That's what it was. It's basically a closed invite only thing.
this is not a concern, because your friend's house apparently has tens of thousands of other vampires already inside of it. Many of the things that you will see in this video will change in the future, and a lot of the visuals for this game are literally unfinished. Every single enemy in the entire jungle is a slightly bigger variation of a single eyeball. Our base is a brutalist architectural statement by Yugoslav monument builders. Viper's model looks like it is a mascot horror antagonist.
Let's introduce you to the
Holiday is currently wielding an untextured gray slab instead of a gun, and when you
Hey, don't knock the untextured clay slabs.
take even a single look at Viscus's model, you can literally see the bones and joints that the animators are using as guidelines.
I still think it would be hilarious if they keep them that way.
Not actually care, because even if the visuals for this game were properly finished, it is
Gelatinous cube!
still utterly incomprehensible the moment that 3 people are visible on the
Okay, I'm looking at this mini-map, and oh my god, it literally is a 3-lane MOBA. Holy cow. I don't think I've actually played a version of that since Smite.
screen. Bro, what the fuck is
I'm talking like 3D over-the-shoulder versions.
happening? I'm playing Drifter, I didn't pass shapes and colors. That is not out of the ordinary. In fact, it is the intended experience. I, for one, have played this game for an extensive period of time, and even still, the things I see my teammates do continue to surprise me to this day.
So does it have like leveling and items as well, or am I just crazy?
Keep thinking of a farm and then doing nothing with it.
Because I'm seeing the menu in the bottom left. I don't know if that's just specific abilities or if those are perks or things they are buying off and leveling up by, but... Oh no. Oh no, I'm getting curious.
At least let me have it. I can fucking cook. I'm trying to cook and Ivy's trying to make AI-generated food.
I feel as if I am the biblical Noah, and I cannot yet build an ark big enough to carry these fucking animals. How does Deadlock work? To put it simply, it is like League of Legends, but you actually play the game. MOBAs are very
He's right.
unique among video games, and usually not for any good reason. They are hard. They are really hard to play. I am really hard right now. Being a new player is usually an exercise, and witnessing everyone else perform unusual, highly choreographed shamanistic rain dances for 20 minutes. You try your best to mimic their movements, but
That is one heck of a pompadour.
it is not the same, and every single time that you get a movement wrong, you are struck by lightning and instantaneously die. Also, there is a blood demon on the opposing team whose name is Down Syndrome. Wait, that guy's name is Tony Hawk Tua!
Oh my god, I love it.
How am I supposed to cope with being killed by this? Will this video help you play better? No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But what I can do is give you all of the wrong information about this game, and then confidently assert that I am simply suggesting an off-meta build. For example, Deadlock takes place in the streets of
Hey, your build sucks? Just call it off meta. It's bound to work for somebody.
New York City during the true events of West Side Story, in which
Oh, sure. Yeah, right. That's totally true.
2 sides, known only as the Puerto Ricans and the Italians, vie for dominance in a supernatural gang war.
Why
Yeah, that makes sense.
is their name Mina's Rag?
What?
Contracting 12 of this game's
You know, I don't think I want to know the answer to that question.
many notorious gangsters, autistic women, trust fund children, interdimensional germa, as well as literal sand, goo, goats, and every vampire on the sex offender registry to infiltrate deep into the Ops Section 8 and eventually report their entire team to Immigration's Customs and Enforcement. Much like real life, the team that actually wins the game is usually not the poor one. So more than actually pushing the enemy base or outright killing them using the bullets in your gun, or in Paige's case, unkind words. Oh my god, I'm Paige, my only
Oh, lovely! She is the living embodiment of vicious mockery, it sounds like.
personality trait is that I read, I hate you, and I'm going to kill you. I
Well, that's just mean just because they're smarter than you.
am instead going to be emphasizing a wonderful conflation between correlation and causation to say that it is absolutely imperative at all times for your singular only focus to be mugging the homeless. Look, when
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I figured as much. I mean, you have to do the minions and League, and I'm pretty sure this is the same kind of thing.
I installed Deadlock, I very reasonably expected a game where you know, kill people? Yeah, get hard red, motherfucker, I'm jacking off.
Wait,
and
what?
yes, while that is certainly a part of the equation, the game that I actually found myself playing could best be described as a competitive Tang Dynasty agriculture. And
I'm assuming that means a lot of farming?
every single time I see a drifter on my team, I think to myself, this motherfucker must be a really productive farmer, because miraculously, he is able to produce enough rice to feed the entire enemy team. There is literally
dang.
no rest. There is no downtime. If you are not giving someone, something, or somewhere the IRS handshake, you have already thrown the entire game. I once had a friend
I'm actually wondering, when you die, how long the respawn timers are.
who actually read the descriptions of the items he was buying, and it caused him to
Reads the item descriptions. You just put the ones that's either the game tells you to, or looks awesome and just go with it.
Lose the match. Taking away the enemy's resources and time is basically worse than killing them. In fact, it is most often the case that you will kill people in order to take their farm. So when
Yep, that definitely sounds like League.
it came time to actually choose a character to send to the Rice Fields competition, I wanted to focus on a
Why am I not surprised he's in love with this Mina lady? She's clearly a vampire.
character who had a little less pressure to farm. Seven has pressure to farm, and Seven is only played by people who are racist. Wraith has pressure to farm, but I do not play Wraith because I myself am racist. Drifter has pressure to farm, and I would not let Drifter within 300 miles of an unattended child. So instead, I was initially very attracted to Mina.
You don't say!
Because of her kit.
Sure.
However, my friend's doctor has already diagnosed him with a skill issue, and if he does not get his preferred hero every single game, his symptoms will begin to manifest.
My ship, and he was like,
Fucking
what
dead!
is
Why is the whole team collapsing? What? How are there 5 of them?
Sorry, go on.
There
I
was
had
just
1,000
one
on me. I
ship,
shouldn't
and then
have.
Leading me to begin my journey with the singular most difficult hero in the entire game. And if you've been paying close attention to the content of this video, which, you know, good luck doing that, you will notice that there is a lot of footage of Pocket.
Imagine.
Oh my god, come on! This is gonna be a long video, and these are gonna be a lot of ads, I can already tell! So you're saying he's the pocket pick? I wonder how this is gonna go.
Pocket is a hero with a very mobile, very punishing, and very involved playstyle. Mobile in just how fast I am able to successfully lose the game, punishing in that I am actively harming everyone else for being in the same game as me, and involved in that after 20 minutes of playing my keyboard like it's a goddamn piano, I somehow haven't managed to press even a single button correctly. Needless to say,
God, as somebody who can barely even figure out how to clip things together, just seeing all this crazy editing just hurts me to even think on how it could possibly even be done. Yet clearly it's Biz. Man, maybe I need to take some lessons on how this guy does his stuff, because oh my god, he's so insane.
learning Pocket as your first hero is something that I do not advise, and frankly, this hero is only for those with true hate in their cold and shriveled hearts. Pocket exists exclusively to annoy the enemy, first by dive bombing them with every damage type known to man, and then avoiding all of their damage by teleporting around and spot dodging the sum total of their abilities. Billy is a hero.
So, if I'm going to put that into a speculation of, or a similarity of League, sounds like he's like Cassidon a little bit.
That works by charging a target and performing a big melee combo. Pocket simply dodges the combo. Bebop is a hero that works by hooking a target and placing bombs. Pocket dodges the bombs. Abrams is a hero that investigates his enemies for evidence of sexual misconduct, and Pocket dodges the consequences in court. I was not very good at this, as can be evidenced by this picture of me with Jeffrey Epstein. In fact,
You know, you might want to hide those pictures.
despite all of Pocket's crazy potential and even crazier movement, nothing could compensate for the fact that I was just really bad at moving around. Movement, the act of venturing from one location to the other, has a learning curve in Deadlock, which makes complete sense if you think about it, because the time spent walking between different locations is precious time spent not harvesting rice, which is why
Hey, wow, he really is League of Legends.
every single farming hero coincidentally happens to move at Mach 10, and the greatest form of skill expression available to them is how hard they are able to hold the W key.
Mods, can drop the
Alright, light speed 7 out.
I just see him moving away.
Dang, that is fast.
Pocket does not move at Mach 10, at least not without a significantly higher effort. And the best advice that I can possibly give for mastering your movement is to literally never do one thing. You can dash in this game, you can jump in this game, you can slide, wall kick, fly, double jump, and zip boost in this game, but
Dang, that's a lot of movement tech.
if you just jump, just dash, or just slide within my vague sight range, I'm going to begin saying slurs that haven't been invented yet. If you need to dodge, follow it up with a slide. If you see a staircase, slide down and jump to keep carrying.
I think I follow along here. Basically, what it's probably saying here is that there is so much movement tech is that if you are just doing a single thing, people are going to pick up on you and nail you down super hard. So you better always be moving, always be dashing, always be jumping, always be doing something, or you are dead.
varying your speed. If you need to rotate a lane, dash jump into a slide, into another jump, into a wall kick, then brag about it when you make a YouTube video. Take this clip for example, where I fly above and hover into a dive bomb, then take cover, then dodge backwards, then teleport directly past the Abrams that was coming to gank me the entire time, but did I know that? No. Then, oh god, there is a fucking bisexual snake on the floor, so I gat the shit out of her, then follow it up with another dive bomb into a kill. Oh my god, that felt so
Oh my god, he got a kill! Nice.
fucking good! That felt crazy! My 7 shot a lot during that fight, I guess. Honestly, playing Pocket just feels like cheating at this point. Like, in this clip, I just turned the corner and get Freddy Fazbear jump scared, but guess what? I am actually over here now, and there was literally nothing they could do to kill me, but I am isolated from my team, so, like, please cut the clip soon. But okay.
So is he called Pocket because he has a bit of a pocket dimension or something like that? It seems like all these guys have some kind of theme for their names and designs.
As fun as it is to play Pocket and not do any plays that make actual sense,
I died to bleed.
No, you died because you fucking went in to kill her again after I told you not to do it.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh my god, you're so retarded. I'm actually
Clearly a very strategic team.
having no fun right now. I'm leaving after this game. No, I'm so serious. I'm having no fun right now. Did you just show up, steal this wave, and then leave, you fucker?
I need the gold. I need the gold for my sick grandma.
Oh, so he's a jungler.
There will eventually come a time where you as a player will have to do something scary. Where after a long period of trying to do damage and realizing that nothing actually dies except you, you will be obliged, nay, forced even, to undergo the daunting, the treacherous, the haunting task of understanding the United States economy.
No! Honestly, I don't even think that even exists if nobody understands it.
We tried to teach a chimp the Deadlock macro, and the chimp taught itself suicide. What? As you can imagine, this was a task which I specifically picked Pocket to avoid doing. Unfortunately for me, however, killing, movement, and styling on my enemies is not what actually wins me games. Because what actually wins me games is a complicated series of socio-economic factors. Deadlock, like real life, is a game where income disparity translates directly into a tactical advantage via Lockheed Martin guided missiles. And the main avenue of achieving this advantage is learning how to understand our item build. What is the point of buying items in Deadlock? The obvious answer, of course, is to buy more items. And the more items that everyone buys, and
Point of buying items is to buy more items? I hope he's saying that it makes you farm better and kill things better.
the longer the game goes on, the more likely that one person is to disconnect due to an actual domestic dispute. But more broadly, as the game continues to escalate, we are tasked with building our digital homunculus to achieve one of 3 objectives. Covering your hero's weaknesses, of which you are guaranteed to have quite a few. Countering
course.
your enemy's build so they do not actually have any fun.
Yep, that probably sounds like the better one.
And doing so much damage to the enemy that your bullets transcend the boundaries of software to kill your opponent in real life. To
That is my preferred way of doing things.
this end, the item shop is extremely large, and ideally, your item build is going to be different every single game.
Pretty much.
This was a challenge for me, considering that I didn't even know what my enemies actually did, let alone what particular choice among 151 items would cause them to burst into flame.
Jeez, 150 items? I don't even know how many League items there are, but geez, 150, that's a lot of text to read and know what they're gonna do.
So initially, I decided that the best course of action would simply be to build raw spirit damage on every single hero I played. As a Pocket, I do
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
not build defensive items. I do not build shield items. I build Boundless Spirit within 20 minutes of the game start, and if I ever get caught out, I
Die.
Why are there 4 people here? Look at your fucking weapons! This had some mixed results. Yes, I did do a lot of damage with my cloak, but for the other 90% of the fight, I was basically worse than useless. I had specced into a teamfight assassin character, and yet, because of my own hubris, I was stuck playing as a backline caster. This wasn't what I wanted to play. By the way, my natural voice is like deeper than I narrate in the video. It required items that I was extremely slow to farm. It required execution that I did not consider very fun. And most importantly, I was ignoring the very mobility that drew me to Pocket in the first place. So you know what? Maybe Pocket was too hard of a hero for me to play. And maybe, just maybe, my time would be better spent learning something new.
You know, like taxes.
Save
man, that was not a good time for an ad.
$15 a month.
Come on, beat it, beat it, beat it. Get out of there. Jeez. YouTube, why do you have so many ads?
But then, I realized something.
What's that?
Something which has been hiding in plain sight this entire time.
What could it possibly be? That he needed to get good? Otherwise, I have no idea what it could possibly be.
Because Pocket has a gun.
No! You know, that was actually going to be my first thought, but I thought it was too obvious. And, well, there you go!
That is right, buddy. This video was never actually a review of Deadlock. I fucking got you. I was actually building up to talk about Glocket the entire time. And
Glocket? Let me guess, the whole build is about trying to get your gun as strong as you can so that way you can just shoot, shoot, shoot away.
all footage to this point has been specifically selected so you would not see what I was really playing. Please hear me out. Yes, Pocket doesn't have any abilities that actually do any gun damage, but he does have abilities that buff all of his damage, buffs his bullets, and auto-reloads his gun, meaning that we effectively have a double-sized magazine with 40% more gun damage and high mobility.
Ah, this is the part where he's saying everything's basically an off-meta build and trying to convince us that he wasn't wasting everyone's time.
On a fucking shotgun. Oh, but Max0r, that's actually a volley gun. It fires rifle rounds. Shut up. Shut up, I don't care. I'm going to harvest your with an ice cream scooper. But the main
I think he might have heard that a few times then.
advantage of playing Glocket is that it is frankly such a stupid idea that your enemies will never expect you to actually fucking do it. And frankly, most of them have literally never played against this and do not know how to change their gameplay. It is that stupid, and yet it just works. I know it doesn't sound like it's supposed to work, and frankly it takes even more button presses to actually make sense, but it works.
Slowing Hex on you.
Clad pussy wagon chicken nuggets.
I think he's making a few people mad.
What the fuck are you saying? Do not screw up any of your abilities or your damage will be cut by 40%. Okay, I get it. You want to actually see for yourself. So here's a clip where from the enemy's perspective, there is literally no one there before I jump in, buff myself, fly straight into the drifter, and you can see from his reaction that he's just like, how the fuck did you do that? That was a lot of input, so here's a clip where
I guess all that practice playing Ultra Kill paid off.
just slowly walk up and snub-nose John Lennon. Or how about this one, where I straight up killed Lady Geist before her entire team decides to enter a clown car, and you would think in this situation that I would be dead, but guess what? I have already teleported away, and Yamato has grabbed my character, so you don't really need to see what happens next. This is it. This is the Pocket build that I have always wanted to play, and all it took was the proper innovation and stupidity to actually think of it as a possibility. With Glocket, I can finally
I think he discovered this on a complete accident. Let's be real.
fight my enemies face to face. I can finally farm. I can finally push. Finally ignore building defensive items because the old men cannot possibly match my speed. And most importantly, most crucially, and most cantankerously, I have already lost the game.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, so after a bit of trial and error, this is the final Pocket build. It is not a perfect build. It does require execution, and you have to be very careful what you're doing with it. There ain't no way, dude.
How did you get away?
There ain't no fucking way. But after playing Pocket for longer than most of my viewers have been alive, I can definitely say one thing with absolute certainty. Playing Glocket may not be the perfect build or even the optimal build, but it is very fun.
There
And
it
at
is.
the end of the day, you're going to improve a lot more playing with
How dare you try to have fun in a MOBA? Oh,
what you actually find fun, not what other people tell you to play. Unless you want to play Paige, don't do that. But hey, even if I can't always solo carry the entire team, there is still a chance that we can win this game.
really?
Just not a good one, because while the enemy may have 6 heroes on their side, we have 7. The hero 7.
There it is.
6, 7, 7, 8, 9. And
There it is. There at the 6-7 now, like.
then 7 proceeded to say slurs that I didn't even
What?
know existed.
What's the matter? Can't kill me, Fireboy!
Shit.
Yeah, run in gear! I'm 7! Me! Ah!
is completely insane, and I thought Max0r was the nuts man.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Unfortunately, Deadlock is what you would call a team game, requiring, not suggesting, real strategy and communication to actually win. This, of course, is not going to happen, mainly because people are too busy role-playing as their actual in-game characters when they bother to communicate their intentions at all.
I mean, pretty much everybody does the same thing in League of Legends as well. You're either a horrible person, or you're trying to be the character a little bit. And then you turn into a horrible person later.
Did Vic just kill himself? What the fuck do you mean, whoopsie daisy? Pain battery first ability.
National University.
It's over!
National University has free courses with monthly.
And to prove to you that this is genuinely how people speak in this game, here is a clip where Mina, who is a canonically entitled asshole, makes fun of the oldest member of the enemy team for having a dead son by telling him to get a dog instead. To which the old man cleverly responds with, "I can't indoctrinate my dog to vote Republican."
What?
Or how about this clip where the enemy team starts off by role-playing as the Lash, a
Who types in this game, honestly? Like, this is the kind of game that if you're standing still, you're dead, which means, and that's bad enough in a game like League of Legends, but when you're in a completely mobility-based game like this, you don't have time to type. You're too busy dodging.
character whose lore section contains a single sentence, after which his teammate asks me if I am like Max0r the YouTuber, to which my Mirage responds with, "No, Max0r the pedophile." This is because for every single hero in Deadlock, the personality of the character is genuinely reinforced by their playstyle, which becomes extremely evident the moment that anyone on your team chooses to play as 7. And
You know what's kind of funny? That's kind of the opposite problem that League has. Because you'll have these super duper cutesy characters, and they are complete monsters. Where then the most serious and humble of characters, or sorry, the most serious characters are the ones they play around like complete and utter nonsense. It's yeah, a thing.
after spending a few games conducting research, it is beginning to dawn on me why the fan canon of this hero is that he is incredibly, unabashedly racist. 7 is
Why?
the complete opposite of Pocket in every way. Where Pocket makes opportunities, 7 takes opportunities. When Pocket is making space to farm, 7 is taking space to farm. And by the time that 7 is finally done farming, the enemy team will have probably died of old age, meaning that for a majority of the time, 7 is stuck playing a combination of Solitaire and Minesweeper, as well as being completely reliant on teammates who, ever since it was taken out of the pipes, have been taking supplements for a holistic source of all natural lead.
I'm in. She's one.
Adam, what the fuck were you doing in there? Leading to what is likely a 30-minute...
Sounds like the game might have a little bit of a balancing problem. Yeah, that's probably why it's in beta.
farming build-up, only to lose through no fault of your own. I promise.
Right,
in these circumstances, I too would be using my no-no words. So as more proof that this is genuinely how people speak in this game, here is an entire game with a 7, I don't have the replay shots, where he responded to every single death that he had by insulting the enemy in all caps, which by the way happened about 10 times or so, without even successfully securing a single kill, to which the enemy Sinclair would respond by continuing to rage bait him to death. We won that game, by the way. Thank you for asking.
Hey man, if you can't avoid getting fucking rage baited by this Sinclair and you can't like do anything, you need to fucking find a different hobby.
Hey brother,
you need to play a different motherfucking game.
Please?
Oh my god, he can speak! And he's just typing the entire time? My goodness.
Not ever want to play with you again.
Oh, I'm gonna guess that typing is the only way to talk to the other team.
Moral of the story is, Deadlock as an experience is like a combination of playing a hero shooter and visiting a human zoo. Human zoo, fuck.
What?
If you get good teammates and
See? Speaking is hard. I'm not the only one who has problems with that. Also, it seems like this is not a game of heroes, but villains.
ideal circumstances, it can be extremely fun. But very often, you will not get ideal circumstances, and that can also be really fun too, just in a completely different way. So if bad communication happens to get your Bebop to knock you into the enemy and instantly get you killed,
What the fuck, Bebop? Bebop, what the fuck?
or gets your Billy to do a gotcha game directly in the middle of a team fight,
Why were you farming in the middle of a team
Sounds like every other MMO that I've heard of. Why are you running loot? We still got a boss to fight. Well, I'm sorry. There's a treasure chest. It must be picked.
Your team to have a team fight within the confines of a single closet. What's going on here?
What the fuck is going on?
Or gets you double kidnapped from across the entire map.
What the?
Goodbye.
Hey, what the heck? Did he just yoink that player across the map? What the heck?
What the fuck happened?
That was so fucking funny.
Oh my god.
Danger. It is best to still be thankful for every single game of Deadlock that did not go quite as planned. And the funniest experiences that I've ever had in this game were not very funny when I was actually playing it.
Yeah,
Make sure you come in my mouth and everything will be okay.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm
Okay.
Max0r, and you should give money to my Patreon so that I do not starve to death. And if this video gets enough views, I will maybe make another one in the future. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more. Do not select page on this screen or I will make your tendons into a jump rope.
Well, alright, so that was Deadlock, apparently. Another successful video from Max0r, it sounds like. Oh my goodness, this game, I'm not gonna lie, definitely looks like a bit of fun. Looks like a combination of Smite and Marvel Rivals, and, man, a touch of Overwatch. Maybe I'll see what I can do one day if I ever get a new computer that runs better than a potato. Well, yeah, I definitely enjoyed this. I hope you did as well. If you did, please leave a like. Leave any comments for anything else you'd like me to watch in the future. And please do subscribe and help me build my community as well. Be sure to also follow this man. He is funny. Join his Patreon and all that. Thank you. Live life to the max. I'm out.